Hello all, this is Zimnala, coming at you with another adventure in One Man's Trash. This time we got to save, so we are sitting up pretty right now. We are gonna get on down there and continue our digging adventure. That broke our legs a little bit, so we might want to go up a smidgen. A little bit more to work with. A little bit more nugget. Part of that doesn't help us too much, so I'm reducing that. Well, we'll see how it feels next time we come down. The most important thing is to have the nugget there, not exactly how it's shaped. As long as it's big enough for us to reasonably land on. Oh. Yeah, we don't want that. Yep, we just gotta make sure. Looks decent. Yeah, the part right underneath these is always the weirdest part to clean, so we will just be careful with it, you know? And we'll touch it up after we get a certain point through. Alright, so we'll get another chance to look at it. When we fall down there, just shortly. Blammo. 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 Does this one break our legs? Nope, we're good now. Okay. That's all that matters. 50% less leg breakage is acceptable. Sure, let's just go wild for a couple seconds. ourselves a sandwich. I don't really care about the coffee at all. It's not gonna help us that much. Yeah, sure, we can use this one too. We have a lot of ground to chew through, it doesn't hurt. And let's clean it all up. We certainly don't need any of this. Okay, so this then becomes the tricky point of where we were at, which was cleaning underneath this. And then we'll fix it up. We got plenty to work with. Yeah, and our inventory is technically full, which is a bit of a problem. Let's just go back. There's still plenty of dirt to work with. We don't actually need to build up a whole lot. We shouldn't have to make walls like that again. Oh, broke our legs. Fortunately, we can solve that by just moving this over a bit as well. Like, we can widen it. But that's why we tested, to see, like, where we have problems while it's not so dangerous. So, like, if we ever find ourselves missing, that's all. Just make it a little bigger. We don't really come across the worms till about 50. So we'll find out how bad they are when we get there. And hopefully once we kill them they stay gone, but I really do not know how their mechanic works. We kind of skipped by them relatively quickly. Now what we won't have is the benefit of the rope to work with, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful. I also do not know how the dyeing mechanic works. We didn't have that experience, fortunately. Nope. How does that one work? No. That is the problem. We have too many that are pretty close. about right there? Not quite. How about right there? Okay. There we go. Kind of. Doesn't have to phase in the wall though, and does it really? Does it look more natural now? No. Well, there's more than one way to skin this rabbit. The astute will notice what I did there. If I can't get it to add normally on the wall, I'll just take it away from the wall. Okay, so now that that's mostly settled, let's make this ramp more usable. So get rid of this. Okay, so we got to here. Smidgen, okay. So then we work to make this smaller and then go around it. Yeah, there's not too much point in making it look super duper pretty until we actually manage to clear out all the way underneath it. This is gonna get maneuvered while we jostle it. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Boom. Now, actually lowering the level down is not so bad, as you can see. Sure, let's go a little wild. Let's use that up. But yes, we need to lower the level under this. So we can actually properly clean this up. So one more level and we'll have to save up for the next tier. Bam, bam, baram, barang. There we go. Okay, so that's where we want our next level to be. So now we know if we fall much farther than that, we start breaking our legs. So we start considering that. Okay, so then in that sense, since we're falling from this way, we actually want it to be about right here. So in that note, we need to make it the right size and place to land on. So pop that out a little bit like that. Clean under it so it's floating. I won't put the finaling touches on its shape until we find out if it actually breaks our legs. I think we found a second train, by the way. Broke our legs. Yeah, we got bounced off the wall. That's what happened there. Okay. So the problem is that we're actually kind of hurt. I'm not going to test it this time. We'll go the slower way. Okay. Yep, and now we save up the 2,000. Yep, we take the safe way when we're hurt. We go the fast way when we are not. Okay. That works. I can accept that. Alright, so it hasn't actually exposed anything. That's all I cared about. Alright, so now we are safely around this bend. Past that awkward corner. I'm imagining it turning into like a lazy roll around a bigger section. So we're healed. Let's see what happens when we go blam, 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 blam. Probably could stand to be a little wider on this side, but it was not a specific problem. Okay. Alright, so that's just a cell one. That just means we go there. Yeah, cell ones are a little less special. Let's clean it up. There we go. Bam. So we still need to save up quite a bit more. Oh, broke our legs. Yeah, we shouldn't have done it with the coffee active, should we? Well, so tragic. We'll be fine. Let's enjoy our whoopee cushion. Oh, that's right, this was a double train, wasn't it? I don't know which side we're looking at, but it's one of them. One of them will be the side that wants us to go in there. Some of those spots are looking a little thin. I might have trimmed them a little lower than I want to. There we go. Fix them when you see them, you know? Yeah, so far so good. Mm. That corner's looking a little weird. What am I getting caught on? That's the thing I need to figure out. What? Weird. But as long as I'm not falling, I guess it's fine. It's just weird going down. Oh. Hi. Didn't expect that. I'll be fine. It just surprised me a bit. Okay. So we're not injured anymore, so let's continue checking it. This seems like a good spot to have another one. Even though we're just coming down to a head on where this is. But my theory is that any farther than that and it will probably get us hurt. Let's see. Where was that transition point? Yep, right here. Boink. Boink. Yeah, pretty much. Let me just hop on down to this. I'm gonna just kind of seamlessly put this onto our little platform. Okay, let's trim it down to this level and then... Was there a side tunnel? I don't remember there being a side tunnel. Well, I mean, this is fortuitous placement for the side tunnel, because we go right by it. And there's just a computer at the end of this side tunnel. That's hilarious. That's a nice little Easter egg. Yeah, we missed this on our first playthrough. It's not like a rare item, but it is funny that it's here. So I want to incorporate this little tunnel into our path so we can delay going down for a smidge. Just so we're going by it. Well, on that note, this doesn't probably have to be raised the same way. We can just make an extension to land on. Boing. Ah, bless me. Excuse me. Yeah, some of this is pretty high. We need to lower the level. What can I say? We were having fun designing. When did this happen? What happened here? I'm confused on why you didn't want to connect. Well, I'd much rather fix this side than that side. Oh, well, don't do that. Okay. Definitely ended up with a different puzzle than I wanted to have, but... See if you're just gonna behave yourself now. Alright, good enough. A little picky, but we did get it fixed. That was what I wanted. I don't know how that got messed up, to be honest. Blang. 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 So we need to make sure it's right here. Nope, we can't be having that. I've got more room to work with now, so we can take our leisure at making it look nice. Okay. Now let's go ahead and fix this corner. Down another notch. Alright. We can return. Alright. Alright, that'll do it for this run. Bam, blam. You know what? We didn't light any of these up. Maybe that's half the problem. That's why it's so dark. Yeah, I know I didn't take the fast way down. I was just looking at how it looked on the way down, you know? This is kind of scooping down at a kind of weird angle, huh? This big old hole in the middle was definitely not one I expected to fall into before. Kind of funny, but also was surprising. Boing. Alright, let's go back. Okay, we can finally start upgrading again. Okay, so we walk around here. Then we can start going down. Now we've got another sinkhole opening up below us. That's what we wanted to see. Boing. 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 Oh, yeah, it needs to go up slightly. Okay. Alright, that's probably too no, it's actually not too steep. No, not quite. It's close. Huh. Boing. Boing. So much boing. Alright. Guess we'll make our way up. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was some weird boinging. Oh, what happened there? There's a fine line between bouncing along that wall and being pushed off of it. We have to be careful about that. Okay, so let's take a look at our handiwork. How far are we down? That looks pretty decent. Look at that nonsense. Boing, boing. Nice. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna save it and make sure we don't lose our progress. Try not to save next to the edge in case it decides that, no, in fact, we are not there. Let's go back to the main menu. Let's save over it again just in case. Let's make sure that it has saved our spot. What we got? Yep. So only the first time gave us trouble. But yes. Thank y'all for watching. We'll pick this up in a moment. Y'all take care now. See y'all in a while.